Y'all, it's 5:25. It takes me, well, on a Saturday evening, it may not take but about 20 minutes to get to Jill's, but I didn't get a birthday card yet. Y'all, this Alex Murdaugh trial has me so messed up and so behind. It's just mesmerizing, especially now that he's testifying. Just watching him sit there and just continue to lie. I mean, that Snapchat video at the dog kennel puts him at the scene of the shooting. How can he say that he did not kill his wife and his son? Of course he killed them. I'm not sure his motive, but you know, he was a horrible oxycodone and OxyContin addict. I mean, those opiates do make you do crazy things. I did a lot of crazy things. I ended up in jail because of the drugs and thinking I was just, you know, at will to go into a department store and just take whatever I wanted without even paying for it. It was such a messed up mentality. That was my thing, was the shoplifting. But he just stole millions of dollars from his own law firm and his own law partners and the law firm that his father and grandfather and great-grandfather built. I mean, he just lies so easily. I mean, if I was on the jury, I would just have to really think about. I mean, you have to convict them beyond a reasonable doubt. Is there any reasonable doubt in his case? I mean, could somebody have, you know, snuck in there those few minutes that he claims that he was taking a nap up at the house in Moselle? Somebody that has so much hatred and revenge? I just don't see it. I just don't think that I would have reasonable doubt. I would just have to, you know, debate it with the other jurors. I mean, he had to have murdered them. Who else would have done it? But where are the guns? What did he do with the guns? And where's that shirt that he was wearing in that video with the tree bending over? What happened to it? And, oh, he was saying, oh, I had clothes here and at my brother's and at my other brother's and at Maggie's mom and dad's house and at the River house and my mom and dad's house. Well, that still doesn't negate the fact that that shirt is missing. It looked like a two-tone, like a, what do they call that? When it, can't think of the name, what it's called, but I like that color where, you know, it starts out dark and then kind of fades into another color. So that shirt has never been seen because they're claiming, apparently that's the shirt that he had on when he murdered them. And it could have had gunpowder residue on it or blood. Poor son of his. Just horrible. But what was his motive for killing Maggie and Paul? So that he wouldn't have to face them and face the fact that they were going to know that he had stolen all of that money. He just couldn't face his wife and his son. I wonder if he was planning on killing Buster too. I mean, I just can't see where there's anybody else that would have done it. And he was there because he's definitely in that Snapchat video where they're taking the video of the dog, Bubba's tail. Anyway, the reason I got off on that is because I haven't bought Jill's birthday card, so I'm thinking I have to be there at 6 prompt. Whatever this is that Husani has planned for her is, we're all supposed to be there at 6 p.m. So I'm worried, can I get her card in time? And then it dawned on me, no, her birthday's tomorrow. She always gets her card on her birthday, not the day before. So that's working out. I have plenty of time to go get her card. I prefer to get it from Dollar Tree because they have gorgeous Hallmark cards, and you know, why not get it from there for $1.25? Or I think I even got Jason's there for the 50-cent ones. I like them better sometimes than the ones that are $1. I will probably go ahead and upload this so y'all have a little something from me today. And I'm trying to get some content up because I only have a few more days in this pay period, and I definitely need my check to be more than $400 come March. I'm gonna have to pay taxes in April and pay the tax man for doing the taxes, and my car needs to go into the shop for maintenance, and just everything is piling up on me. I'm trying real hard to get some videos up and get my views up. So thank y'all for watching. I really do appreciate it so much, and I hope you enjoy it. And I know a lot of you miss me doing my real life on Social Security series, and it's difficult also because I have a problem with it. I'm not living just on Social Security anymore. So, I mean, I can present dishes, for low income because I am still considered very low income, but it's not just living on Social Security anymore because of my YouTube income. I'm so grateful for it. Or I would either be living in my car or probably renting a room from somebody, and I do not get along with other roommates. Ugh. Before I rented the house in Pensacola, after I left my 1 year in the halfway house, I lived with another girl who had completed the program there at New Beginnings Recovery Home. Oh, and it was horrible. We argued and fought all the time. She got back on. She was addicted to Xanax, not narcotics, but not pain meds, but Xanax. And she got back on it after she left the recovery home, and she would just turn into a completely different person. She would start chain smoking, and she never smoked when she wasn't on the Xanax. It was so odd how it changed her personality so much. But what messed her up in her life, Terry's mother was married, and she had a daughter. So Terry had an older sister who became a psychiatrist. And then Terry was like 2 or 3 years behind her sister. And her mother had this affair and got pregnant with Terry, and but then raised her with Terry thinking that, her mother's husband was her biological father. But then later in life, her mother started having an affair with this man again, who was Terry's father. And then that's when it came out that who Terry's biological father really was, and that messed her up so much. And that's when she just had a nervous breakdown. She couldn't handle it, and she got on Xanax, and she just couldn't break it. She just, like I said, finally I found that little cottage to rent, an adorable little home, and I stayed there a year until Jill came to Pensacola and got me, and that was after I had that car crash in January, when my car hit some black ice and slid, and I hit a utility pole and broke all 3 bones in my right foot. Y'all, my talus bone was sticking out of the skin. It left a hole about that big around. It took about 3 months for that big old hole to heal, maybe longer. Even when Jill came and got me, I was still in a wheelchair. They had to put me in the wheelchair, my crutches and everything, on that airplane. Oh, goodness. But, when bad things like that happen, that car crash was just horrible. I was in so much pain, and they wouldn't give me that many drugs. I didn't want any to begin with because I had already gone through, 4.5 months in jail and detox, and then the year in the recovery home, and all of the counseling and therapy and NA meetings, and having a sponsor and working the program very hard to reclaim my life. It's hard work. And I definitely did not want to relapse and get back on the drugs. So I was, I let the doctors know. Even my doctor today knows I'm a recovering drug addict. Don't give me any pain pills or Xanax or Valium. But anyway, I did come up here, but my point that I'm making is when something terrible happens in your life, don't let it knock the wind out of you, and don't let it put you into such a deep depression that you can't function and that you might think about harming yourself, because God made that happen for a reason. My daughter needed me and I needed her, and because of that terrible car crash, I ended up moving to New Jersey, and look where I am today. I'm here with my daughter and beautiful and sweet son-in-law and my adorable grandkids. So, if you lose your job, if you lose a loved one, if you get hurt or injured, or someone in your family is hurt, injured, sick, or suffering, you have to not ever give up hope, because when one door closes, another one opens, and it's always better through that other door. So I just love y'all with all my heart and soul, and I'm hoping I can record some of this birthday party tonight, and that will be my upload for tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.